What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Uncle Instinct 91, with Tentacruel, Obstagoon, and Dubwool. A very interesting and unique team that can handle the meta that you see in the Ultra League. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team, and let's go and get right into the battles. Alright, getting into the first battle here, we have Tentacruel on the lead versus Galvantula. This is obviously a tough lead, obviously tough for this whole team, if you ask me, because of, well, Galvantula's moveset. So let's see how Tentacruel decides to react to this. They're going to go ahead and look to shield the first discharge, and then looking to maybe go for the Scald here. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and go for the Scald. And now this is where we might see a swap out into that Dubwool to try to even up the mid. No, they're just going to go ahead and stay in. Maybe just completely let this go and look to or hope to sweep with Dubwool and Obstagoon as the lunge does land. So that's actually a huge no shield right there by Tentacruel, risking it for the biscuit, as I would say, calling the bluff as a Scald does land. They just take out the Galvantula. Oh no! All right, Shadow Poliwrath comes in, which is another incredibly difficult Pokemon for this team to handle. Tentacruel just doesn't care. But if we think about how this game is currently going, we had a Galvantula on the lead, and then a Shadow Poliwrath with counter in the back. Okay. They get the attack drop. Dubwool has to come into this matchup. Obviously, Obstagoon cannot, and thankfully Dubwool does have access to Body Slam, which too should be enough to KO the Poliwrath as they go ahead and let the Ice Punch through. They're going to go ahead and go for the first Body Slam, and you gotta hope Obstagoon has a decent matchup in the back when you consider the Galvantula lead and the Poliwrath on the field. So they're going to go ahead and swap into Obstagoon, risking it all, as they will decide to no shield, and it was just an Ice Punch. Final Pokemon's a Steelix. Wow, okay, absolutely domination here, or absolute domination now coming out from Obstagoon as they do get a shield with the cross chop. Unfortunately, the Steelix now is going to be able to land a breaking swipe, as that will also lower the attack of Obstagoon, and this is going to be very tough for them, as Obstagoon might not be able to have enough damage to take. Yeah, this is not looking good. It's going to be up to Dubwool to really close this game out, as they do get another cross chop off here, but Switch Clock is coming back up. Payback is loaded. Let's see how there's the counter swap. Oh, it's not loaded. They come in with the Dubwool anyways, as they will be forced to shield. They no shield this charge move. Oh my goodness, Poliwrath coming back in. They go, oh, the opponent caught the payback. That is so unfortunate right here. Oh, that's going to be taking out the, do they get to the Body Slam? They don't get to the Body Slam in time. It's going to be up to Obstagoon with counter, but I think it can do it. Safely shielding this charge move is going to be able to stop that breaking swipe, and counter should be able to take it, and they do. My gosh. Good game right there. Coming back, Galvantula lead, Shadow Poliwrath with counter, with a double Dark backline and a Tentacruel lead, and still able to come out with the victory. That was fun. Good first battle. All right, let's, we got a full set right here just submitted. So we're going to have those queue times in between, but hopefully it's not too long, as we do have Tentacruel now versus Shadow Poliwrath. So this is much better, instead of having it on the back line, obviously. But they're only going to be doing resisted damage with the charge moves. Now, this Tentacruel, as you guys will notice, has access to Blizzard, which is there to help out against the Obstagoons and some of the grass-type Pokemon as well, like Virizion. So they're going to go ahead and look to no shield here. Everything is going to be resisted because of the poison water typing, as they will decide to go for the Hail Mary Blizzard, starting off early with a resisted boom right here, as not enough to KO Poliwrath, but they do counter swap into Scizor, and they can go ahead and go for Scald. Now, the tough call here is, do they decide to come in with Dubwool? Oh, it lands. Wow, they let the Scald go through. Dubwool can easily come into this matchup right now, and they might just be able to farm down with Double Kick. We'll have to see how much damage these X Scissors do. Okay, they cannot farm down with Double Kick. This Shadow Scizor here actually puts out a lot of damage, as they will decide to go for Body Slam and get rid of the Shadow Scizor. Poliwrath now might be looking to come in No, they come in with Nidoqueen. So this is going to be an interesting endgame as they can go ahead and put a lot of pressure now with Body Slam. I believe this was Shadow Nidoqueen as well. Yes, it is. Which means it's going to take a lot of damage here from these Body Slams. It's going to be forced to shield, but Nidoqueen can completely farm down. So it is going to be an interesting endgame as they do decide to counter swap back into Tentacruel now to force the energy here from Nidoqueen. If this is the Earth Power, that's a lot of energy gone. If it's not, it's Poison Fang and that's resisted. But the Nidoqueen looking to completely farm down. Do they get to the Scald in time? They do. This is going to be forcing the final shield of this game. It's going to be up to Obstagoon now to close this out with 2 shields. To no shields, and there's still the Poliwrath to deal with as well, but Nidoqueen has so much energy. This is risky though. It could just be a straight Earth Power. They decide to let it go. It is going to be Poison Fang, but now we do see the counter swap back into Poliwrath, and they're going to be forced to shield this charge move right here. But I think the Obstagoon can take it. Switch Clock is coming back up as well, so they can go ahead and clear their debuff now if they want to. I don't think they really need to. Just considering that they do have one more shield and they're very close to another Night Slash. Yeah, they'll be able to get it in time, so that's going to be a good game. They can safely shield this right here as it is going to be CMP tie and Nidoqueen will go down. So another nail biter kind of right there, but overall a pretty fun team so far in this video. Obviously the dark typing added on to Obstagoon, or the dark type moves that they have coverage with, helps out against the Cresselias and the Giratina Altereds that you guys might be seeing, maybe even the Trevenants out there. So it's pretty nice. And I do like the Tentacruel lead with Blizzard. That's definitely spicy. So let's go ahead and get into the next battle. We have Tentacruel on the lead versus Virizion. Okay, so this is where you want to see the Virizion, as we do see a counter swap into Ampharos, and Obstagoon is going to go ahead and come in and try its best to take it down. Now, Ampharos does have access to Focus Blast, so that is obviously a move that they need to be on the lookout for, and no boost there from Obstagoon. I don't know if this was enough energy. I wasn't counting the fast moves, but oh, it is! Boom! See ya! Oh, Lord! Oh, man. Good morning to you as well. Tentacruel going to be forced to fully farm down and have to give up a shield here as well. As the Zap Cannon. Oh, it was a Zap Cannon as well. Double Boom Ampharos. The Boomfaros, as they would call it. Let's see what decides to come in. It's going to be Heliolisk, so a double electric backline. That's why they safe swapped the Ampharos, because of Focus Blast. But Tentacruel right here can do a lot of damage, and they decide to swap out into double, and we will see Virizion now come in. Now, Virizion right here is going to be putting in a lot of work with, Shake It Off there, double. Is going to be putting in a lot of work with Sacred Sword and Double Kick. This is the animal fight-off right here, as we do have a deer with a jet face versus an oversized ram. But this is going to be interesting. Hopefully they can get a shield with Body Slam. That's ultimately what they need. Or hopefully they can get to one more. There it is right there. That's exactly what they need, as this should be able to force a shield. Actually, Virizion might be able to survive, and it barely does. Tentacruel comes in right away. It's going to be forced to give up its final shield, but they decide to let it go, as the Leaf Blade will nearly KO, and they're going to get fast moved down by Heliolisk, and they do decide to basically surrender right there, right? That's going to be a good game. Unfortunately, the Focus Blast was, and they try to surrender. Get out of there. Get me out of this battle. The Focus Blast is what did it right there, obviously. So good game. Moving into the next one, we have, let's see here, battle starting. We got Sudowoodo. We got Tentacruel versus Virizion. So another Virizion on the lead, and they do swap out this time into Greedent. So Obstagoon can easily come into this matchup and come out of here with some loaded energy as well, potentially. So they can land a few charge moves there versus double. But if you're the Obstagoon in this matchup, you don't want to have too much health coming out of this, because the more health you have, the more energy that Virizion will get. So ideally, you want to commit to the farm down right here, unless the Greedent can KO with a Body Slam, right? As of this pacing, I don't think it will. I think it will be able to get to 2 more Body Slams, but I feel like that won't be enough. Let's see right here. Ooh, actually it might be. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and throw the Cross Chop. They could have gotten away maybe with a few more counters, but that's negligible, as they do take out the Greedent. And then now the Virizion is going to be coming back in. As you can see, I'm able to get a few fast moves off right there, so they do have a good amount of energy, but only take a little bit of damage from Cross Chop. All right, Tentacruel now coming back in. Leaf Blade, as we saw, neutral damage. Not enough to KO, obviously, from this range because of the poison typing added there onto Tentacruel, so they can easily no-shield it, but poison jabs here from Tentacruel are really starting to add up. Now, the opponent is desperate to get shield advantage right here as they go ahead and throw another Leaf Blade and counter swap into Steelix, but Tentacruel has the Scald ready to go, looking to force the first shield from the opponent. No, it just lands, and Dubwool now can come in. The tough thing about Dubwool here is Body Slam is resisted, and these breaking swipes are really going to start adding up. I think ultimately Tentacruel is going to be able to take this one because of the poison jab damage to the Virizion, and paybacks here are also going to do quite a bit of neutral damage. It might not be enough to KO because of that breaking swipe debuff, but they get shields anyways, which is exactly what you need, as another charge move is going to be coming through, and the Dubwool is going to go ahead and let it go. Breaking swipe, not enough, but here comes another payback. Switch Clock as well is coming back up, which means if they decide to let this go and the Virizion comes in, they can easily swap back out into Tentacruel. That is going to be the play right here. If you leave your Dubwool in, you're going to get farmed down and you might lose. There's the counter swap into Tentacruel, and that is going to be the surrender. So that is going to be a good game. Very well played. All right. So far, pretty cool set right here. I'm liking what this team has, right? It's got Blizzard, it's got Payback. I think the sprinkles and the icing on the cake for the spicy booms would have been a gunk shot there on Obstagoon, but I totally understand the necessity for Cross Chop and Night Slash. It's very strong in the Ultra League meta, but I am just biased with booms, you know? So we got Tentacruel now versus Skeledirge. Okay, so they have 3 great answers here, and as we do see the opponent swap out into Shadow Drapion, the Obstagoon is going to go ahead and come in. Now, this Shadow Drapion matchup, depending on the charge move that they throw, let's see, it's going to be Sludge Bomb. Yeah, it does quite a decent amount of neutral damage. You can't get hit with 3, obviously, or even 2. I would argue, because they might just try to commit to the farm down if they hit you with a second one. So the Obstagoon here is going to have to throw this Cross Chop. It's probably going to have to shield the next Sludge Bomb, and it's going to need to commit to the farm down, which is ideal in this situation because of what we saw in the lead. It was a Skeledirge, and that's going to be weak to Night Slash here, as we will see the Crunch get shielded and the full counter down. Now, if Skeledirge comes back in, which it does, Night Slash obviously gonna be rocking and rolling right here. Skeledirge will also have to throw a Disarming Voice right away to get rid of the Obstagoon. So they get to another Night Slash, but it is gonna be a CMP tie, which is totally fine, as Skeledirge takes out the Obstagoon. Tentacruel decides to come in, and it's going to be a Jellicent in the back, so we will see the Dubwool now come in. This Jellicent probably has access to Surf, so this is going to be one of those matches where the Surf spam is just going to be constantly coming, and you need to just go straight paybacks, because all you need is 3. And if we look at the shield situation here and correlate it to the damage done from Jellicent, 3 paybacks is the better call instead of going for Body Slam shield baits. Obviously, if you get a shield bait with Body Slam, that's huge. But Dubwool here, I think, might be able to get to 3 paybacks. But this is going to be still a close one. Switch Clock is coming back up. Now they're going to go ahead and go for the Body Slam shield bait right here. This is where the opponent could make a bid call and decide to no shield. No, they do decide to shield. Switch Clock coming back up. Here we go. They're going to go ahead and swap out. The Skeledirge does come in and gets hit with the Scald. And this is going to be a good game. They can easily save their final shield for Dubwool here. And honestly, I might have been slightly wrong there with the Jellicent versus Dubwool. The hexes were starting to add up, so I actually don't know if they had enough pacing to get to 3 paybacks in time. But Jellicent has a tough battle ahead of it. Tentacruel, all you need to do in this situation is go for as much chip damage as possible, as a Scald is going to be stab, same type attack bonus. Obviously Blizzard, a hard-hitting move, but Scald, you can consistently get to it and just chip away the health here of Jellicent. You can save your shield for Dubwool. You know this is a 1-0 shield situation, and Dubwool has the payback ready to go, and that's exactly what Uncle Instinct 91 is looking to do as they let the Shadow Ball go through, counter swap into Dubwool, and finish this thing off with a nice little payback right here. Not a little bit of damage though. Boom! See ya! As they take it. Good game! Alright, moving into the next one. We have... Oh wait, that was the final battle. It was one full set right there, so a nice 4-1. Kind of a shorter video today. But I thought this was a cool team when it was submitted to me. Obviously a good set right there from them, but I thought it was a cool team, right? Tentacruel, Obstagoon, Dubwool. Something unique, but something that still has coverage in the Ultra League. The Blizzard obviously will help out against Giratinas. It'll help out against Virizion's. It'll help out against Trevenants, and the Dubwool is the safe swap there if you do lose a lead, and it can draw out a lot of fighters. That way Obstagoon is a bit more free in the end game. So shout out to Uncle Instinct 91. Thank you for sharing these battles with us, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.